do a little prep on economic systems, government roles, and consumer impact. Basically, how do economics and government affect your everyday life? So let's go and break this down. We're going to start with scarcity and choices. Scarcity means we don't have enough resources to give everyone everything they want. That's the reality all societies face. So, every economic system has to answer three basic questions. Number one, what are we going to produce? Number two, how are we going to produce it? And three, who gets what we produce? These questions are at the heart of every decision, whether we are building homes, making cars, funding healthcare. These questions are going to be the heart of every decision. Let's take a look at the role of consumers. In a market economy, people like you and me, we're the consumers, we make most of the decisions. Every time you choose what to buy or what not to buy, you send a signal to businesses. Think of it like voting, but you're voting with your wallet. And not all businesses work the same. Some businesses are in business to make a profit. Others, let's say you have like a first free store, for example, they are going to focus on helping those who are in need. The bottom line is that consumers drive demand, and demand shapes what gets produced. So, what's the government's place in the economy? Some people believe businesses should sink or swim on their own. Others believe the government should step in to support industries, especially when times are tough. When governments bail out companies or regulate industries, they're trying to protect jobs, the environment, or the economy. It's a balancing act. Too much involvement, it can slow down innovation. Too little involvement, and people might get left behind. Now let's talk social programs. Why do social programs matter? Canada has programs like employment insurance and public health care, all paid for by taxes. These programs are meant to protect people when they're struggling, like losing a job or even getting sick. So here's the big question. How do we balance individual responsibility with helping others? That's what these programs are all about. Now let's talk about your power as a consumer. You might not think you have much power in the economy, but you actually do. When you choose where to shop or what to buy, you influence what gets made. You influence how it's made, and you even influence how workers are treated. And when people boycott a product by choosing not to buy something for ethical reasons or otherwise, that sends a strong message to companies. But there's a hidden side of the economy, also known as the underground economy. Jobs that get paid under the table with no taxes. It might seem harmless, but it takes money away from schools, hospitals, and social programs. It also makes it harder for honest businesses to compete. So yes, what happens in the shadows affects all of us. So taxes, are they fair or are they unfair? In Canada, we have a progressive tax system. That means the more you earn, the higher percentage you pay in taxes. This helps fund things like education, roads, and public safety. Some people argue this is fair. Others say it punishes success. That's a debate you'll hear in almost every election. So let's bring it all together. Scarcity creates tough choices. Consumers shape the market. Government steps in when needed. And your decisions, yes, your decisions do have an impact. So here's your challenge. To what extent should the government be involved in the economy? And what kinds of role do you want to play as both a citizen and a consumer?